Hi, I'm Peggy Oliveira with Courageous Journeys. Thanks for joining me. As April approaches, I am starting to think about what kinds of things I want to do for Sexual Assault Awareness Month this year. And with this video series, as I'm talking about things related to sexual abuse and some of the negative aspects of it, the devastation that it causes, the difficulties that it creates in relationships, and all of those different things, one of the things that I really want to be able to talk about is the fact that you can heal from sexual abuse. So what I'd like to do this time around is gather stories from people who have been sexually abused and who have been able to go through the process of healing. And that doesn't mean that you've completed that process, because as I've said before, I don't know that it's ever something that's 100% complete. I think it's like life in general. I think it's an ongoing process. But if you've done something, particularly if you have found counseling in some way or another helpful, I would really like to hear your story of healing from sexual abuse. So what I'm looking for is people who are willing to maybe talk about some of the struggles that they've had, so some of the symptoms, some of the issues that they've had in their life, and what they found helpful in being able to overcome them, and what their life looks like now. And I'm not looking for somebody's life to be perfect, and I'm not looking for somebody to feel that they've completely healed and never struggle with anything, because that's not reality. That's not life for anybody. What I am looking for is just people to be able to share themselves with other people and share your own journey of healing and what things you've been able to recognize that have improved through your process of healing. So some examples of this might be that in any of the ways that you've struggled, whether it's relationships, self-esteem, feeling that your life is really missing something, whatever it might be, difficulties with family, that as you've gone through the healing process, whatever that is for you, that you have been able to, if you've been able to get to a place where maybe you have learned to set some boundaries, maybe you've ended a relationship that was not healthy for you, maybe you've changed the way that you choose partners, maybe you can say no, maybe you can say yes, maybe you've built enough courage, or not necessarily courage, because I think the courage is there, but maybe you've recognized your own courage and have gone after something that you never thought that you would be able to go after. Whatever that is for you, I'd love to hear your story. And what I'm wanting to do is share it here on YouTube, but I also have a blog that I do on my website, and I would love to be able to share people's stories on that platform as well, because I want this to be something that people can refer back to and get hope for healing. And you might still be in therapy, and that's okay. I'm not, like I said, I'm not looking for you to be on the other side of healing. I'm just looking for people who are willing and want to share whatever progress they recognize that they've been able to make, because I know sometimes, oftentimes actually, it is hard to recognize the progress that you've made, for lots of different reasons, and maybe we'll talk about that a little bit more. But being able to recognize that you've made some progress is an important part of continuing to make progress and healing. So please feel free to share your stories. You can respond here on YouTube, or you can also send me an email directly. You can contact me through my website at www.courageousjourneys.com. I have a link to that over on the side there with Courageous Journeys, so you can contact me through that way. Send me an email with your story. It can't be too long because it needs to be something that people are willing to read, but please feel free to let me know what you'd like to share. And for the month of April, what I am hoping to do, depending on how many stories I get, is share one every single day of somebody who has recognize their courage and has taken the step in healing. So I hope to hear from you. Please let me know if you have any questions or anything, and I am looking forward to April and sharing your stories. Thanks for joining me. Until next time.